talk to anyone who is quietly giving up. Quietly. It doesn't, you still go to work, you still do your thing, but you have quietly given up and resigned yourself to life, right? You have said, listen, Sandra, I have done my part. I'm just going to mind my business. Sandra, I'm just going to mind my business and just mind my business because I've tried to do the thing, but it's not working. This is for you. I get it, right? Because if you turn on the news, if you look online, they're telling you, you should just lay down. You should just lay low and mind your business and work on the thing. And I'm reminded, I was reading in the Bible, in 1 King chapter 17. And this is a story, we've all heard this story, I think, of this widow. This widow that was asked for bread. And she said, listen, I don't got no bread. But what I find interesting, though, is that it says in the Bible that the Lord asked his disciple to go to Zarephath, right? No, he said, behold, I've commanded a widow where to provide for you. He's saying that God is saying, like, go. He's saying to Elijah, go to this place. There's a widow that got you covered. Mind you, this widow is saying to Elijah when he sees her, I don't got nothing. You understand? I can bring you some water. Because when he asked for the water, she didn't have a problem. I can go to the river and get you some water, bro. That's free. But when you're asking me for a piece of bread, she said, I don't got no bread for you. She said, I have no bread, only a handful of flour in the bowl and a little of oil in a jar. I'm gathering a few sticks so that I may go and bake it for me and my son so we may eat it as our last meal and die. Understand this. This woman is saying, I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing. I don't have it. Listen, I got water, but this is my last meal. This is my final meal. This is it for me. You met me getting ready for my last meal. And I know there are people watching because I know I've been in that place, right, in my life where I'm like, I don't got nothing for you. You see this business? There is nothing coming out of it. You see this life that I got? I can't celebrate your birthday. I can't show up. I don't got nothing. I am at my last nerve. I got only enough for me and my son. I got only enough for me, this job, and my son. I got only enough for my mortgage. So I don't know why God would think. Because he knows our prayers. He knows I prayed to him yesterday and the day before and the year before. He knew when we had 5 meals left. He knew when I spent my last $500 to fix this car. I know he didn't. I know you're lying. I know you're not sitting here telling me that the good Lord, who knows I don't got nothing, sent you from another town for me to give you something. And I felt it because I've been there, right? Where you are sitting here like, I know they didn't just put me in another WhatsApp group. I know they're not asking me for a contribution. I know these folks are not looking up to me for nothing. But I find it interesting that Elijah said, do not fear. Go on and do as you've said. Just make me, so go on and do as you've said. Just make me a little bread from it first and bring it out to me first. And afterward, you may make one for yourself and for your son. Because he said, here's what the Lord said. The bowl of flour should not be exhausted, nor shall the jar of oil be empty until the day that the Lord sends rain on the face of the earth. What he's saying is you can never run out. what he's saying to her is, I understand that you think you will run out, and that I understand that you think, right? Because if you hear the people, right, the financial people, the people, they tell you that one way to build wealth is to save up. So she said, I'm shrinking my life to save up the little I have. And he's saying, listen, I know that that's what they told you, but that's not how this works. The way this works is that you got to pour out what you have so that God can breathe on it. He said, listen, you think that by just minding your business and playing small, by just like minding your business and playing small and not taking any risk and just like minimizing and giving up and laying down to die, that will solve your problem. He said, listen, that's not how it works in the kingdom. That's not how it works with God. I don't know who you're with, but if you're going to be with God, what he's telling you is you got to pour out every little last drop of what you think you have left. So I'm talking to you this morning to say to you, every last drop of what you think you got. And the problem is that some of you don't even know what you got. That is the problem. She knew, and that's the message for another day. She at least knew, I got some flour, I got some oil. But most of the people I talk to don't even know what they got. They don't even realize that they have more than just the flour and the oil. They have not acknowledged, they have not understood, because when you're in survival mode, when the devil has convinced you that there's nothing left for you but to just lay down and die, I understand. I understand why, right? Every morning feels like the last morning. Every season feels like the last season. Why it might feel like, bro, I'm just here dying slowly and nobody's seeing me. Do you see me? But I'm here to remind you that you got something in your house. Whether even if it's just a little bit of flour and a little bit of oil, even if it's just a little bit of that, you just know how to do little websites, or you just know how to sing, or you're just an encouraging person, or you just have your mind. The Bible reminds us that the bowl of flour shall not be exhausted. That what you got, you can't run out of you. Sometimes, and I'm going to have to wrap this up because I don't want to be long, but sometimes I talk to people, business owners, that are so concerned about people stealing from them. So I got a little bit of knowledge. I just got this little bit of knowledge, and I'm scared that if I share this, people are going to copy it, people are going to take it. What would they buy from me? And I say to them, you cannot run out of yourself. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You can run out of money. You can run out of a lot of things, and you cannot run out of yourself, and you cannot run out of the gifts God has given you. So have faith. Have faith and pour out of yourself at work. Pour out of yourself in your business, in your vision. You pour out, and God does the rest. Amen? Amen. All right. Bye, guys.